lunch is being sponsored by Zoetis. And I just would like to ask Daniel to come up to the microphone for a minute just to introduce, not himself, because I think if you don't, Daniel's around the traps and been there, probably not as much information around his beer making skills, but which he never shares, so I don't know what goes on there. So we're running a smidgen later, but the reality is we'll be reconvening at 1:40, so that's a gimme. So I reckon about 5 minutes before that, I really would appreciate people getting back to their seats. Okay, Adam? Daniel?
Cheers, thanks Graham. I won't speak long, they've only given me 5 minutes anyway. Just really quickly, Zoetis is very proud to continue to support the herd conference ever since we actually launched Clarified in Australia back in the Herd 15 event when Jason Osterstock came out. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank Matt and the Data Gene team for the 40-year anniversary dinner last night. It was a fantastic event and we really appreciate the opportunity to get together. Great to see some old faces and some old directors actually at the session. When I got back to the room, I was thinking, I really appreciated Barry's thoughts earlier today about innovation and creativity, and they're two things that I'm very passionate about, innovation and creativity. And I've always liked that aspect of the herd improvement industry, so I always recommend people continue to think and innovate and be passionate about creativity. And it's one of the reasons I was really pleased to come and work for Zoetis back in the day, a bit over 6 years ago now. So one of the aspects we have around Zoetis as a corporation is a corporate policy we call the continuum of care, which is a fancy way of talking about looking at an animal's lifespan and making sure that we can improve the productivity, performance and fertility of the animal right through its life. And the 4 elements of that plan is predict, prevent, detect and treat. This is the same if we're talking about a horse, cat, dog or dairy cow or sheep for that matter. The first element, predict. This is where genetics comes into it. I'm very passionate about the genetics industry, as you all well know. I have a view that in one day, every livestock animal will be genomically tested, not because Zoetis and our other colleagues have done a great job at selling it, simply because it works. We can stand up countless amounts of research around the world, whether it's Zoetis, direct or otherwise, it works. It's as simple as that. I'd highly encourage you as advocates and leaders for the industry to promote genomic testing, not to improve my sales, but to improve the bottom line of producers because it works. It's as simple as that. The second part of our strategy is around preventing. So we're detecting to make sure we're analysing through genomic testing high performing, high profitable animals. The second part is preventing, and I do want to make a brief call out to an initiative that is an industry-wide initiative, not just dairy, this is livestock species. It's the industry's immune ready guidelines. This is backed by Dairy Australia along with all of the other key industry bodies, as well as our competitors Coopers and Virbac, around minimum standards for vaccination of livestock. We genomically test to pick the best, then we treat those animals so that they can perform to their optimum. I know you guys in the room don't sell vaccines, so why am I talking about it? Your industry leaders, you make a difference, your key opinion leaders, learn about Immune Ready. We're in the business of driving profitable livestock performance and outcomes for producers. We want to pick the best, we want to invest the best by making sure they've got the best start in life. The Immune Ready guidelines are up on the back shelf. There's a website, it's an industry-led initiative. Have a look into it. If you want to talk about genomic testing and the benefits from genomic testing, including our online search point tool, which assists in decision making, come and talk to myself and Jake up the back, and thank you, enjoy your lunch.